The year was 1912, a time of great innovation and progress. The world was on the brink of a new era, and nothing symbolized this more than the RMS Titanic. The RMS Titanic, a marvel of engineering, was the largest and most luxurious ship ever built. Her construction was a feat of human ingenuity, combining the latest technology with unparalleled craftsmanship. On April 10, 1912, she embarked on her maiden voyage from Southampton, England, to New York City. The departure was a grand event, with crowds gathering to witness the historic moment. She was the largest ship ever built, a floating palace filled with luxury and promise. Her decks were adorned with the finest materials, and her interiors rivaled the grandest hotels of the time. Passengers from all walks of life boarded, excited for the journey to America. From wealthy industrialists to humble immigrants, everyone was filled with hope and anticipation. First class boasted opulent cabins and fine dining. The wealthy passengers enjoyed every conceivable luxury, from grand staircases to lavish dining rooms. Second class offered comfort and elegance, providing a more affordable yet still luxurious experience. These passengers enjoyed comfortable accommodations and excellent service. Third class, while more modest, held the dreams of immigrants seeking a new life. These passengers traveled in simpler quarters but were filled with hope for a better future. The Titanic, it seemed, was unsinkable. She represented the pinnacle of human achievement and the promise of a bright future. Little did anyone know her journey would become one of the most tragic tales in maritime history. The Atlantic Ocean was calm, a serene blanket of water stretching endlessly under the night sky. On the night of April 14, 1912, the stars shone brightly, casting a gentle glow over the vast expanse of the ocean. The Titanic, the grandest ship of its time, steamed ahead with confidence, its passengers blissfully unaware of the impending danger. At 11:40 p.m., the lookouts in the crow's nest spotted it, a massive iceberg, ghostly white against the dark water, looming ominously in their path. The alarm was raised immediately, a frantic call to action that echoed through the ship. Crew members rushed to their stations, but it was too late. The Titanic, despite desperate evasive maneuvers, could not avoid the iceberg. It grazed the iceberg along her starboard side, the sound of the collision reverberating through the hull. The impact, though subtle at first, sent a shudder through the ship. Passengers felt a slight tremor. Unaware of the severity of the situation, the iceberg's jagged edge tore open several compartments in the ship's hull, causing catastrophic damage. Water began to flood in, sealing the fate of the Titanic. The collision sent shockwaves through the ship. Confusion reigned as the gravity of the situation became clear. The order to uncover the lifeboats was given. Panic and fear gripped many, while others displayed incredible bravery. The crew struggled to maintain order as women and children were loaded onto lifeboats first. However, there were not enough lifeboats for everyone on board. As the lifeboats were lowered, the band played on, their music a haunting melody against the backdrop of tragedy. The Titanic, her bow sinking lower, began to tilt dramatically. Passengers trapped aboard clung to railings, their prayers lost in the chilling night air. The ship snapped in two, the stern rising high above the water before plunging into the icy depths. At 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, the Titanic vanished beneath the waves. The Carpathia, alerted by distress calls, arrived on the scene hours later. The crew worked tirelessly through the night, navigating the icy waters to reach the lifeboats scattered across the dark ocean. Their mission was clear: to save as many lives as possible from the freezing Atlantic. The survivors, huddled in their lifeboats, were pulled aboard. Exhausted and in shock, they were given blankets, food and medical attention. The Carpathia's crew provided comfort and care, doing their best to ease the survivors' suffering. The world reeled from the news of the disaster. Newspapers around the globe reported the tragedy, and people gathered in disbelief, mourning the loss of so many lives. The sinking of the Titanic became a symbol of human vulnerability and the limits of technological advancement. The unsinkable Titanic was gone, taking with her over 1,500 souls. Memorials were held in cities worldwide, honoring the victims and reflecting on the fragility of life. The disaster left an indelible mark on history. The tragedy led to significant changes in maritime safety regulations, including requirements for enough lifeboats for all passengers and crew and continuous radio monitoring. These new rules aimed to prevent such a catastrophe from ever happening again, ensuring better preparedness and response in future maritime emergencies. The sinking of the Titanic remains a stark reminder of the power of nature and the importance of human preparedness in the face of disaster. It serves as a lesson in humility and the need for constant vigilance, even in an age of technological marvels. The legacy of the Titanic continues to influence maritime practices and safety standards to this day.